Dear viewers, welcome to our channel UN Digital Class Odospur. So viewers, today we will be discussing about a new subject, that is your web technology. Myself Sangam Malla, working as head of the department of BSc ITM. So dear students or dear viewers, we are going to discuss about the new topic, that is your web technology. So we will be discussing much about web technology, what is internet, what are the advantages of internet, what are the applications of internet, how internet works, what is hypertext, what is web technology. Each and everything we will be discussing in this subject. So web technology is a subject that carries what internet is, what hardwares are required, what softwares are required. Each and everything, hardware, software, concepts, each will be under the web technology. So we will be discussing about much more about the web technology in our next slides. So moving on to our next slides, we will be discussing what internet is. So what do you mean by internet? As you can see, the internet is a global system of interconnected computer networks that use the standard internet protocol suite, that is your TCP IP, to serve billions of users worldwide. So what is internet? So internet is the it is a vast network. So it is a network of networks. It is called as the network of networks. That means many networks. When we will collect many networks and we will combine it to a single network, then the concept is known as your internet. So in internet we use a normal protocol. As we have discussed protocols, you must be knowing in the networking chapters, in the digital communication chapters, that what do you mean by protocols. So protocols are simply the rules and regulations that govern the internet in each and every step. So likewise, in case of internet, the most important protocol is your TCP IP. That stands for, TCP stands for transmission control protocol and IP stands for internet protocol. What TCP IP is and how TCP IP works, each and everything is already discussed in our networking chapter. So if you have any doubt on TCP IP, then you can check the networking chapter. So without TCP IP, internet is not possible. So as you can see the topic, as you can see over here, what the internet is. So internet is a global system of interconnected computer system. That means internet connects the systems, the computers that are globally connected. That means all over the world we can connect any system to the internet. So it is a network of network that consists of millions of private, public, academic, business and government networks of local to global scope. That means when we connect to an internet, that does not mean, or we cannot say that we are on a local system. When a system is connected to an internet, that means we are working globally. That means we can share our information globally, we can access our information globally. That means we are connected to a global network. That means our messages can be sent to any part of the world within a minute or within a second. So next, moving to our next sentence, the internet carries an extensive range of information, resources and services such as the interlinked hypertext documents of the World Wide Web. Here another concept is coming, World Wide Web. So what do you mean by World Wide Web? So if you will divide the www concept, first we will come to web. So what do you mean by web? So you must have seen web in your houses. It is done by the spiders in our houses. So why they do it? So web is created by a spider to move from one location to another directly and without spending much of the time. So a web is a technology through which we can directly connect to a system or a person. So www means World Wide Web. So when a web is spreaded widely over the world, then we call it as a World Wide Web. So it is a technology, it is a concept which facilitates internet. That means through the internet we can connect to any part of the world within a second. We can send information, we can collect information, we can share our views, we can share our any files through the internet within the seconds. This is called as the www. So internet is what? Internet is the extensive range of information resources. That means any topic we are searching, we are working on, we can search on the internet. We can go to internet, we can search for it, we can collect extensive information about any topic in the internet. So internet help us to connect to each and everyone in the world. We can, if we have internet in our system, it may be mobile phone, it may be laptop, it may be computer or anything. So if we are connecting it to the internet, that means we are connected globally. We can access anything, we can download anything, we can upload anything. So internet is the vast collection, it is a vast collection of resources and information. So resources means from using the internet, if I am moving to another place, I am far away from my place, then still then I can give a printout which is when the printer is in my home. That means if I am far away from my home also, then also I can handle all the hardware parts of our system. That means I can easily handle my system, I can easily handle my anything, plotter, printer, scanner, each and everything I can handle over the internet. So this is known as it carries an extensive range of information, resources and services. So this is all about the internet. What are the applications of internet? That means applications of internet means in which field the internet is widely used. So you can clearly see there are broadly they are divided into 10 categories, that is your communication, second one is job searches, third one is e-books, fourth one is health, fifth one is travel, sixth one is entertainment, seventh one is shopping, eighth is education, ninth is research and 10th is business. So we will be discussing each and every part briefly. So first point is your communication. So what is the application of internet in communication? Communication is the most important part of internet. That means you are using Facebook, you are using WhatsApp, you use video calling, you use voice calling. That means we communicate with each other through the internet. So communication is the most important thing for internet. That means whenever you are going, whatever you are doing, you are uploading it in the internet so that others can follow you. This is the main communication, this is the most vital part of internet. Second one, we will go for the job searches. Viewers, you already know what is the position or what is the situation of job. So we cannot search for a job in a pen and paper. We cannot search all the jobs in the newspaper. How many newspaper we will buy? So the easiest and the most effective way of searching for a job is internet. As many as jobs in internet as per our need. We can filter our qualification, we can filter our experience and search for the jobs according to our requirement, which is only possible in the internet. Third one is your e-books. Viewers, you already know that most of the books, whether it is old one, new one, it is demanded or non-demanded, there are a lot of books which we cannot buy from the bookstore. It is not possible. The financial problem is also there. How many books we will buy? So the main plus point or the main application of internet is also the e-books, that is electronic books. That means you will simply download the books freely from the internet and use it as much as you can. It is similar to a book, but it is electronically. That means you have to use electronic devices to read the books or go through the text. Next one is your health. The most beneficial application of internet is the health. That means nowadays if you will consider the health issues, most of the doctors are staying in some other places and they are consulting with the patients who are at some far away distance. So in health issues, in health, if you will consider a surgery also, most of the doctors who are consulting, they remain at one place, they video conference it, they tell their consultants, they will operate the patient. This thing is also going on in health. So health is also a big application of internet. Moving to our next application of internet, that is your travel. So viewers, you must be aware of Ola and Uber. So how fast and how effective the service is. You are just taking your phone at any time, searching for a cab, the cab reaches you, it will pick you up, it is taking a minimum balance, they are not demanding lot of charges from you. It is only possible because of internet. So where are you moving, in which direction you are moving, you also know that. So security is also a factor over there. That means previously when you book a car or cab, at that time you don't know where the cab is taking you. But with the help of internet, with the help of Google Map and all that, you can easily see where you are moving, at what speed you are moving, when you will reach the destination, where have you moved, each and every details are stored on the web. This is the main benefit of internet. Next one is your entertainment. So dear viewers, you already know that entertainment means a lot of things. In entertainment we can consider your movies, the channels, the movie channels, the cartoon channels, the action movies, the news, each and everything you are getting on the internet. No need to subscribe a TV for that. If you have a phone, if you have a computer and you have internet access to it, you can access any channel live without any cost. So you can watch live TVs, you can watch any movies over the internet. So no need of installing a TV in your home. Next one is your shopping, which is the again one vital application of internet. Shopping, you must be knowing about, at least you must be knowing about Amazon and Flipkart. So there are other shopping sites also, that Myntra, Snapdeal, etc., and other some popular e-shopping sites are there. So no need to go out anywhere and search for or shop for anything. You just by sitting at home you can simply shop, or you can simply browse the things which are or categories which you want to buy, and you can buy anything from the internet. You can also check the quality, you can also check the view of what other users have given. Suppose I am purchasing a product, I want to know what the product is or what is the quality of the product. You can simply go to the review section, you can check those customers who have bought the product, what they have given the review, whether it good or bad. So according to that you can consider that and you can purchase the thing. So this is the main benefit of internet in the field of shopping. Next comes your education. You simply know what is the importance of internet in education. Without internet we cannot think of education. Even you are getting my video through the internet only. If you are getting any suggested topic, then that is also going to you through the internet. So education is the most beneficial category which is run by the internet. Next comes is the research. So research is what? So you must be knowing a lot of researches are going on. So how a person does research? So he needs some resources, he needs some information. So from where he will collect the information? It is not possible for any researcher to move to different locations and collect the information. So at that time research is done by the internet. You can sit at home, you can collect any information you want, whatever you want, you search it on the internet, you will get the data. So there is no need of going to different places to do the research. You can sit at home, you can take the help of internet, collect as much as information as you can and apply it in your research paper. So last one is your business. Business is also a vital part in internet. We will take an example of stock exchange. What stock exchange, what is the price, how much it has deducted, how much it has gone up, each and every detail is given on the internet. So whenever you log in, you can see what is the value of stock, or what product is mostly widely used in business, or which product is not working well. So each and every idea about the products, about the companies are reflected in the internet. So these are the 10 applications of internet which are mostly used and mostly benefited through the internet. Web browser. So what do you mean by web browser? You can clearly see a browser is a software application for retrieving, presenting and traversing information resources on the World Wide Web. So what do you mean by browser? So browser is simply a software, an application software. That means it is only used to access the internet. I want to use the internet in my system. So my system must have a web browser to access the internet. So what are the examples? If I will tell the examples, you can clearly know. Examples are Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, Netscape Navigator, Internet Explorer and more are there. Opera is there in your phone. Most of the mobile phones have Opera. So these are the examples of web browser. So web browser is actually what it is simply a software which allows the user to access the internet, to access the World Wide Web. So a web browser can also be defined as an application software or program designed to enable users to access, retrieve and view documents and other resources on the internet, which means using internet we can access any files. That means we can download any files, we can upload any files, we can browse the files, we can search for anything, but using web browser. So it is simply an application software. When you are using WhatsApp, WhatsApp is an application software. When you are using Facebook, Facebook is also an application software. So different softwares are there. Similarly, web browser is a special type of software which allows us to use the internet. We can download any files, we can upload any files, we can share any files over the internet using the web browser. So how a web browser works? Now, as a client or server model, the browser is the client run on a computer that contacts the web server and requests information. So the web server sends the information back to the web browser, which displays the results on the computer. So how a web browser works? So now I will explain you how a web browser works and how it takes the information from us. Suppose for example, you must be knowing about Google. So whatever you are searching, first you go to web browser. Suppose I will say Google Chrome. You go to Google Chrome, you just type www.google.com on the address bar. So when you are typing google.com on the address bar or clicking on the search button, then the Google homepage comes. So how it works? Actually what happens, the user who is using the internet is the client, or the system who is giving the service, internet service or in web service, that is called the server. That means server is responsible for giving service to the client and client is responsible for accessing the files or accessing the response from the server. So in client server technology, when we are typing google.com and when we are pressing enter key, a request is sent from the client to the server. Which server? Google server. So a request is sent to the Google server. So Google server accepts the request and responds accordingly. So when I typed google.com, so it accepted the request of displaying the home page of Google and it sent the hypertext. That means it sends the coding of that page. The coding comes, the code comes to us, gets downloaded and it is executed on the web browser. So then the Google homepage comes. Suppose I want to search about Taj Mahal. So I just simply Taj Mahal in Google. So again it will show a lot of list. So how it works again? It takes the Taj Mahal word from the client and uploads it in the server. It requests it to the server to display what information you have about Taj Mahal, and then the server responds to me and searches for all the data that are relevant to the Taj Mahal topic and it sends it to me, and it comes and it gets executed on the web browser. In this way the web browser works. So these are all about our web browsers. Next we will be moving to the technology, that is your web technology. So as you can clearly see, web technology refers to the means by which any device can communicate with each other using markup languages and multimedia packages. That means what do you mean by web technology? So the technology, it refers to any device that communicate with each other, that connect with each other using markup languages. So what do you mean by markup languages? That means language means the programming language and markup languages means the code which we use to access the web or to command the web, through which we give commands to the web to work accordingly. That is called the markup language. And multimedia packages, that means you can clearly see whenever you are using Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome or searching for anything, you can clearly see there are a lot of graphics, there are a lot of multimedia files. All those work simultaneously. That means the graphic is working, the voice is coming, the video is coming, the text is coming, each and everything are coming in the web technology. Next, it gives us a way to interact with each other staying at any place under the internet parachute. That means internet works as a parachute which gives us enormous information and enormous service through which we can connect with the client. Web technology involves the use of many web based programming languages through which we can share our information with anyone in the world. That means web technology is the technology that gives service to us to provide or to share our information worldwide. So this is the technology which gives service to access any file, to upload any file, to share any file, to connect to anyone. So it is the only technology that help us to do that. Next, some of the famous programming languages are HTML, which stands for Hypertext Markup Language, CSS, that stands for Cascading Style Sheets, etc. So these are some of the famous programming languages that help us for accessing the resources in the web. So this is known as your web technology. So web technology refers to anything that can be accessed in the web, that can be uploaded, the files can be uploaded, that files can be downloaded, the files can be shared, each and everything about information and all the stuffs comes under the web technology. So these are the programming languages: Hypertext Markup Language, HTML and CSS, which help us to access the web on the internet. So this is all about the web technology. So next we will be moving to the topic, that is your HTML. So you can clearly see what is the abbreviation of HTML. So HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So what do you mean by hypertext? The hypertext is the method by which we move around on the web by clicking on special text called hyperlinks, which bring you to the next page. That means any text that is used on the web is termed as your hypertext. So whatever you are surfing, whatever you are browsing on the web browser, and all the text that are coming on the web browser through the internet, they are termed as hypertext. So in between the hypertext there are many hyperlinks. That means what is the work of hyperlink? To move from one place to another. So suppose you are visiting our college website, suppose udaynathcollege.org.in. So that is a website. In that many web pages are there. You can clearly collect all the information of our college. Suppose you want to see the notice, what notice has been given by the principal. You can simply click on the notice and it will open the notice page, in which you can clearly collect the information about the notice. You can get through the notice by simply clicking it. So when you are moving from one place to another page or from one page to another page, at that time hypertext is called as hyperlink. So normally if it is not a hyperlink, then it is a hypertext. A special type of hypertext that helps to connect to another page is called as hyperlink. Next topic, that is the markup. So markup refers to the HTML tags which are used to program a web page. That means the commands or the instructions that we give to the computer or that we use in the programming to code a web page is called as your markup. Next is your language. So language refers to the programming language that has code words and syntax like any other language. That means language refers to the programming language. We have come across C programming language, Java, and there are a lot of programming languages. Similarly, it is the programming language which will be used to create a web page. It is used to create a or design a web page. So these are all about the HTML. So next we will be moving to the slide, that is how HTML works. That means in what way a HTML works. So you can clearly see HTML documents are files that end with a .html or .htm extension. That means whatever file we will create or whatever file will be created to design a web page, and using HTML programming language will have the extension as .html or .htm. So you can view them using any web browser. That means any web page designing or whatever code we have used, it can be executed in any of the web browsers. So the browser reads the HTML file and explore its content so that internet users can view it. Usually the average website includes several different HTML pages. Suppose for example I will tell that udaynathcollege.org.in. So udaynathcollege.org.in is a website which contains a lot of web pages. So web pages means there is home page, there is about us page, there is contact page, there is gallery page. So each individual page is designed by the HTML. So whatever we will design, whatever code we will use, we will be saving it in .html or .htm extension, so that the text file will be converted to the web browser file, because HTML coding needs a web browser to execute it. So next, each HTML page consists of a set of tags which are also called as elements, which we can refer to as the building block of the web pages. They create a hierarchy that structures the content into sections, paragraphs, headings and other content blocks. That means HTML pages is a collection of tags, or we can call it as elements, which are the building blocks of a web page. That means these tags and elements will be used to create the or design the web page. So HTML is all about creating and designing a web page. So this is how HTML works. Next we will be moving to the advantages of HTML. Why we use HTML for designing a web page? What are the advantages of HTML in designing a web page? So the first point, it does not require any additional software to execute any code. That means what? HTML does not need any extra software to execute the codes. It is executed using a text editor and a web browser. Like we can say that there are different compilers of C programming language. There is a specific Java software. If we will not install it, then we cannot use it, because there are different compilers. But in case of HTML, there is no such compiler. There is no such programming language or software which will be particularly used for HTML. So we can use any text editor, we can use any web browser to execute the HTML codes. Next, moving on to the next point, different multimedia components can be displayed in a web page. That means HTML is so advanced that we can compose the web page by taking any multimedia components. We can consider any of the multimedia facts, or we can collect any of the multimedia tools and use it while designing the HTML. Next, it can be used with all the browsers. That means HTML is browser independent. That means it does not depend on a particular browser. That means we can use HTML on a text based browser or on a multimedia browser. It is not mandatory that we will be using a particular browser for using or for accessing a web page. So we can use any type of browser. Next, it does not require prior knowledge of any programming language. This is the vital part. Why this is the vital part? Because if we will take an example of Java programming language or Android programming language, so a user must have a prior knowledge of programming language. That means while learning Java or while learning Android, they must have a programming knowledge, otherwise they cannot handle it, they cannot go for it. But in case of HTML, there is no such prior knowledge is required for a user to design a web page. So these are the 4 vital advantages of HTML, which helps HTML to design a web page easily. So these are all about today's class. I hope all of you have gone through the topics easily. If any doubt, you can comment on the YouTube channel. Thank you.